Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today, and we do have a bit of a situation brewing here. So if we just highlight it on the higher levels, we basically have a level that we have been pivoting off. We came back to test it a week before last, rallied off it, and obviously, that gives you sort of a comfort that you have a double bottom here, and that you should be expecting that kind of move to the upside. And if you look to the left, there's quite a bit of structure there. But what has materialized is we're back below that neckline, and we've sort of validating a double top, which basically gives us a move back into this area here. So big up, big down, big confusion. You've got double bottom, which hasn't played out. You've got a double top with the moving averages in a bearish pattern. So is that going to play out, or are we going to sort of head back to the top? And when I say the top, it's probably the previous high here, and we just need to put that in because that is fairly significant now. If you look to the left, quite a bit of interaction at this level, and that's kind of where we bounced off last week. So that is 45.90. Lastly, we have pretty solid trend line that we broke. And remember, on Friday or sort of last week, we were looking for a retest of that trend line, but we haven't. We've broken back below it, and we've rejected it again. So there's lots of setups here for the bulls and lots of setups for the bears at the moment, but I think it would be wiser to put your money on the bears at the moment. So you can see sideways, and we're back into this bottom sideways pattern. So what we need to do is just drop down to the hour. That's what the level we need to pay attention to. And what I'm going to do is just fine tune the levels. So that's the level that we broke through. That's 44.60. I need to see a retest of that. So we're looking for price to come back up to this area, and then we are looking for a continuation down to 42.87. Price gets back above this rejection here. You can see that was the trend line rejection there. That was at 45.25. So let's just take this level here. Price gets above 45.25. That would validate another attempt at breaking that trend line, and also the moving averages, which could indicate a move to the top, and I think you'd probably be capped by 46.75 again. So at the moment, if you're looking very carefully, you'll see top of range, bottom of range, and this is the area that's the middle of the range at the moment. So yeah, two ways to call this. I think definitely be looking for a short off here at 44.60. Fairly decent, pretty high, 700 point stop loss. That's massive, but definitely don't want to be jumping in short with oscillators looking like that. So I'd want to see a pullback, and what you may want to do, just to make sure that you are in a decent position, I mean, that is the first level, but each one of these tails here could offer resistance. So I would wait to see what we get. So if we get some kind of a structure off one of these levels, definitely worth taking a stab at it. It's going to be a very small position, but if I just give you the indication here, so if you're there, and let's say you can have your stop above whatever structure is formed, and sorry, I just want to add that before I get into that, there is a fairly strong level here, so definitely the stop would be above here. So it would have a 300 point stop loss, but you have the potential for 1,600 points to the downside. So that's kind of my view at the moment. There is divergence brewing on the 15 minutes. Don't really pay attention to the lower time frames, but that could indicate a move to the upside. So my advice is really watch the oscillators in the 15-minute, wait for them to start grouping up in the 80 area up here. Watch where price is, make sure that price is coming off some sort of structure, and then wait for the price action. So just wait for an inside bar, a pin bar. You can see there's a pin bar off a fairly strong level there. I think that was a pretty solid move to the downside. If you think that there's the break, there's my stop, so that was a 350 point stop loss, for 750 point gain. So that's kind of my view at the moment. Just wait and see, wait for price to get back to, it just needs to bounce a little bit to the upside before continuing. Lastly, something which I don't really want to trade, but I'm going to just highlight it anyway for those of you still listening. And that's this flag set up here. So basically, I'd want to see a break. So I'd want to see a break of this area down, pull back onto 44.17, and then a opportunity to get short on that move. So there you can see the setup on the 15-minute, fairly straightforward. And your stop is obviously going to be above the high of today right now. So those are the setups. I prefer the pullback up to here. So I prefer a triangle break the upside, run to this area, then get in, because your first target is going to be the apex here at 44.17. 4400 obviously the round number, so that would be the first target. Get through there, then you're looking for the next level. And just bear in mind, this thing moves in sort of 200 point increments. So it'll be 4400, then we'll go down to 4200, then we'll go to 4000. That's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Yeah. Anyway, so short it is. Just wait for the pullbacks on structure, and then you're looking for a move to the downside. I don't think it's going to fall to the floor, but definitely 42.87 is on the cards for the first couple of days of this week. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.